Hello and welcome back to the renovation of the Mutineer, a 49-foot wooden ketch by Moody. The boat was left in major disrepair after the previous owner died. The engine is in and aligned, the prop shaft is connected. Now it's time to install the Marinite parts, but we fell into some problems. Parts needed replacing or repairing, and seeing as it's an old engine, sometimes it's a needle in a haystack to find the right parts. Since the weather had changed, and whilst waiting for new parts for the engine, we took the opportunity to check the sails, redo some caulking to the decking, and clear out all the wood stored on deck and inside. The installation of the new batteries and creating a barrier for the batteries for when out at sea. They need to be anchored down well to avoid moving or falling, which could be incredibly dangerous. We installed a new inverter so we can use 240-volt charging our laptops and other devices. You have to make sure you have a big enough inverter, but also enough battery power and solar panels. If your inverter is too big or too small, you also run the problem of running out of power, draining the batteries too fast. So all these things need to be taken into consideration when choosing the right solar panels, batteries and inverter. All the navigation equipment on this boat is old and unknown if it still works. As the previous owner died and the boat was looted afterwards, much of the expensive equipment was taken and wires have been cut. So it's a minefield to find all the cabling and piece it back together. The anchor had been modified to run on deck to the bowsprits, but because the bowsprits was broken, we decided to remake the original through-hull channels and feed the anchor chain back through the hull, whilst the necessary works were carried out on the bowsprits. friend came on board to help clean all the bolts from the engine and categorise them in size order to make it easier for when reinstalling the marine parts back onto the engine. All the sails for the boat was in storage, but because the previous owner died, I don't know where the storage was. A friend came along and donated a mainsail for me. Taking the opportunity during good weather to do some recaulking to stop water ingress from the rain, because wooden boats need a lot of maintenance. The starboard running backstay had come loose, so we were reinforcing it with metal and wood, anchoring it to the inside of the deck and beams. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for further updates.